During my chairmanship, when Greg passed the baton to me, my job was to take those big five ideas and add structure, form. I'd help identify the champions for those ideas. And right now, I am proud to report that every one of our big five ideas are alive and well. They're building on the strengths of our total Kansas City region. And some of them are binary. They will or they won't happen. And some of them are synergistic and will occur over a period of time. The World Symposium on Animal Health builds on the natural assets that exist on both sides of the state line on animal health. We have a tremendous asset that's recognized globally on animal health research, on animal health products that really support the quality of life of what we eat and what we enjoy. And so one of the big five ideas was to build on that asset and to have a worldwide symposium that would bring all of the global scientists, researchers, business leaders, venture capitalists, and focused on animal health. And Gary Forsey is leading that, and monies have been identified working with the Kansas City Area Development Council. And I'm proud to say that Gary's report to our executive committee is well on the way, and you'll see a lot of timing coming forth in 2013. The Urban Core Neighborhood Initiative is something that every group of the 28 groups throughout the Kansas City area met, identified as a priority. I had an ace up my sleeve when Greg passed this baton to me. I knew that I had to have two champions that basically were allergic to failure. And I knew Terry Dunn was one of those guys, and I knew Brent Stewart over the United Way was the other. And just think about it. We took a concept, identifying the Urban Core Initiative, and we call it UNI, UNI is really based upon people. We've got a board of directors, established a nonprofit organization, we've raised over $250,000. We've hired a project director. We just launched last week a neighborhood initiative campaign at the Federal Reserve Bank. We had a group of community leaders. We've identified a target boundary area, and the next challenge is going to be in the next 120 days to roll out an action plan to implement the 50,000-foot guiding principles for creating a safe neighborhood in the urban core. The area is designated between 55th and 27th Street from Truce to 71 Highway. That's the designated area. And obviously, safety, education, housing, most importantly, jobs are the major driving force. I'm proud to report, but I can't give you the specifics. We're in the process. We've identified 2 employers potentially that are considering putting a major employment source in that area, which would be a driving force to hire neighborhood residents and be the catalyst for economic development. I can't go any further than that, but I'm proud to report that that's on the way, and Brent and Terry are doing a phenomenal job in bringing life and synergy into the Urban Neighborhood Initiative. All these big five initiatives build on the strengths within our Kansas City region, and the translational research piece is something that, if we can pull it off, when we pull it off, does not exist anyplace else on the planet. Here in Kansas City, we are extremely fortunate to have the Stowers Institute, a world-class basic science, recognized basic science research institute. It's funding is not an option. We've attracted some of the world's best scientists just to look at how we can create new basic science initiatives. On the other hand, we've got some of the world's best applied science research here in Kansas City. We've got KU, we've got Children's Mercy Hospital, we've got St. Luke's. Tremendous assets. The translational piece is the third leg on that stool that bridges between basic science and applied science. The translational group, Dr. Patrick James, who's the managing partner, CEO of Quest Diagnostics, is our champion. He also chairs the Kansas City Life Science Institute, and the Life Science Institute have brought in some of the world's best scientists, advisory panels, that have advised us that if we can pull together the financing for applied research to bring forth an interdisciplinary pool of scientists, doctors, PhDs, to look at the basic science that's being discovered at Stowers and the application and the monetization of that for applied, Kansas City will become the mecca for healthcare discovery and treatment for diseases that have eluded mankind throughout all these years. This is truly a game changer. One of the things that the Chamber needs is revenue, but we're not going to go around and pass that to our members. So we took a look at how can we change the methodology of bringing revenue into the Chamber. So we said, build big KC. So at Swope, for example, I challenged Enrique and our HR director, Robin Wheeler, let's go down our vendor list and let's look at how many vendors we do business with who do not reside in Kansas City. Lo and behold, quite a few that we spent some good money with. So what we did was, I call it OPM, other people's money. I tell them, I said, I write them a nice little letter. I said, Swope has used your services all these years, and I'm chairman of the Greater Kansas City Chamber, and you're taking money out of our town, so in support of our community, why don't you just help our chamber better represent our community and make a contribution to our Greater Kansas City Chamber of Commerce? We've raised how much, Enrique?
Swope? Almost 60,000.
So we have brought back in almost $60,000 just in Swope back to this town that we've done business with instead of having money coming out. So we've challenged all of our board members, build big KC. The second accomplishment I really feel strong about that I'm quite proud of is an institutionalized program that we're just starting this year that I got the board to sign off on. It's called LightSource. And LightSource is a program that they offer small, minority, and women-owned businesses an opportunity that if they want to do business with Kansas City Power and Light and they don't respond or they're not successful with the RFP, senior executives at Kansas City Power and Light coach and mentor them, help them to improve their responses to RFPs, how to develop their business plan, tighten it up, how to develop their scorecard, benchmarks, all that kind of stuff. So the last month board meeting, the board of directors approved the LightSource program as to be a formal program in the Greater Kansas City Chamber to mentor and coach small and minority and women-owned businesses in this town. Plus, we've got 2 years worth of funding from Kansas City Power and Light for a project manager. I am very proud of that. And with Build Big KC, with the opportunity for us to bring money back, other people's money back into this town, restricted, you can rest assured that as long as Swope, Frank Ellis are involved in the chamber, we're going to restrict our money to go into the LightSource program. The key to redevelopment in the urban core is a critical mass. If you can get a critical mass, it's like a domino. You get that first domino, you get them all lined up. You get the why, that leverages housing, market rate housing. If you get another 300 to 400 units of market rate housing, now you've got the attention of national retailers. So it's like a domino. If you can show that the area is coming back with jobs, housing, now you attract retail. You attract retail, you leverage more housing. You leverage more housing, you leverage more retail. You leverage more retail, you leverage more business. And that's how you develop.